kamwe, lazima tuungane, tuijenge nchi yetu, pasiwe hata mmoja anayetenganisha. Naishi na tumaini, najitolea daima Kenya, hakika ya bendera ni uthabiti wangu.
So ningependa kuwakaribisha kwa siku ya leo, kwa vile tuna mark 10 years ya Kenya Sex Workers Alliance kutoka tuanze. KESWA wamefika mpaka Marsabit na wameempower mpaka organization inaitwa Bikilitu Marsabit. I know I take this opportunity to thank the board, secretariat, the organization, there are many here, and the participant when you may participate kwa one or any other way.
I want to thank the founders of KESWA. Bila founders, KESWA si KESWA. Let's say thank you to our partners. They have made our 10 years to be smooth because they gave us an opportunity as a community-led network to implement some work in Kenya. They trusted us with their monies. We had survivors, bar hostess, hoimers, and us from Mombasa. So tulikuwa tu groups ine peke yake. Today we are celebrating more than 75 member groups. But ever since the sex workers were empowered, they formed their own groups. They resourced for their own resources. They decided to address for the violences that they are facing as a community. Then that made our work easy. 10 years back, hakuna mtu angetaka kusema yeye ni sex worker. Nobody would want to say that. But the biggest march was done in Nairobi with the bravest sex workers who came out and marched in the streets of Nairobi to tell the people that we are sex workers, we are here, we are facing violence, and this is how we want to be treated.
It started in 2009 when we went to South Africa. And that is where our dream of forming our national network started. And from that day when we came back from that meeting in South Africa, the journey didn't stop. We didn't sleep. And I want to tell you, Kenyan sex workers and our members, that among the 10 African countries, Kenya was the first national network to be formed in Africa. We deserve a clap for us. And that is because the leaders that were in that meeting took that dream to be real, and they visionalized. How can we come up with a strong network, a strong movement for the sex workers in Kenya, and to fight our cause and goal so that we can liberate our sex workers from all the violences that they were facing around the country of Kenya, from Busia, from Mombasa, from Nakuru, all the way Mashinani. And it's because of the vision, the passion that our coordinator Felista had, and our former national coordinator who was Doti, that they had, and all of us and the board that saw us reaching here, and we look forward to celebrating another 10 years, up to 100 years. Asante.
300 shillings a month. That is how the fight we started as peer educators. Tukaenda huko, tukaigia NASCOP, tukasema now we have to be paid more. Tukaanza kulipwa 3,000. Ni kweli? Na hii fight, and you can imagine, that time Felisa was not there, alikuwa Mombasa, mimi niko hapa Nairobi, so ni lazima nigiattend mkutano. Bila pesa, bila nini. To make sure the first sex workers guideline was made that time, 2008. Felisa sacrificed herself. She cried, alilia, gulu. Hey, gulu hiyo siku aliona. Felisa alisema mimi hampei sex workers pesa. Felisa akasema hapana, malaya wanauliwa kila siku. But you see what? It is after struggling there is success. Doti and another lady used to work for Fahamu. Alikuwa anaitwa nani? Hakima. Wakatuorganizia, tukakuwa na the first international December 17 like this one in 2010. Tukakuwa na Sex Workers Day. Tukadamana all the way. And I remember that day, Pasalis and the rest of the people came, and it was very, very, very touching by that time. na hapo ndio nikajua kumbe tuko wengi.
Hawa ndio wanatusaidia kazi kama secretariat.
Na hapa tuko kama CAC. CAC ni Community Advisory Committee, na sisi kazi yetu ni kushirikiana na board na secretariat ya KESWA ili kuweza kupanga kazi. Vile mnatuona hapa, tumetoka sehemu tofauti tofauti, as in we represent the regionals, as from Western, we have Coast Region, Rift Valley, Nyanza and Central.
KESWA wametupea namna ya kuweza kujitambua. Wameweza kutupea uwezo ya kutoa sauti. Nashukuru KESWA kwa hiyo. Madhenge amesema miaka 10 tukajaribu ku tap blessings kutoka kwa KESWA and see how far we are now.
Hakuna kenye tunaweza fanya sisi huko Kisumu kama KESWA hajui, na KESWA pia akifanya kitu lazima atuweke kwa mpango. Tunashukuru sana.
Na nafurahi kuwa hapa ku celebrate KESWA at 10, na katika mafunzo niliyopata nikiwa KESWA ndio ilinipatia motisho ya kwenda Coast na kuanzisha Coast Sex Workers Alliance.
I really want to appreciate KESWA for your good work. The far I've come before because of you, KESWA. There before Sigeju ati I have my right. In Kiabu we didn't know our rights. Tulikuwa tunachapwa tu ovyo ovyo na client ama makarao. Lakini right now we know our rights.
KESWA yetu ni ajabu. KESWA yetu ni ajabu. KESWA yetu ni katutoa wapi, katuweka wapi? Katuoa kati, katuweka juu. KESWA yetu ni katutoa wapi, katuweka wapi?
In the organization, I coordinate activities with sexual minorities, sex workers, and also with student activists.
Cha kuongezea tuna cha msingi ni kwamba kazi yetu tunatetea watetezi.
So asante sana, na tutaendelea kupartner with KESWA and all sex worker movement organizations across the country. Mungu awabariki sana. Asanteni.
So we are so grateful to have you all today as we celebrate 10 years of excellence and marking 10 years of the milestones that KESWA had. So tunataka ku appreciate our founders.
We want you to know that uko kwa roho ya hii movement. Whenever we work, we look at your pictures, we call you, you encourage us. Penye tunasimama unakuja unatuboost. And we want to thank you and your team very much, even for the support for this event. Asante sana, and you will always be our mother. This is a present for you from KESWA. As one of the KESWA founders, nilikuwa nasikia umetoka Busia. Nikawa sijui uko ni wapi, until one day I came to Busia and I saw the work you are doing at the border and the demand was there. Thank you so much for being our former board chair. You played a very big role. KESWA has gone through a lot of challenges and successes, but as the board chair, you are there to help us tackle them. Your leadership was nice and it has contributed to these 10 years. As one of the board treasurers for years, you have left KESWA in good hands now. And we have a token to say thank you to you and for your continued supporting even this event. Ubarikiwe mpaka ushangae. So today she is here to celebrate 10 years with us, to help us launch our strategic plan. Sawa sawa. Na tupatie mawili matatu.
I'm very, very proud of all of you. The fact that you got organized together and formed this association, and today you're here to mark 10 years. And you have so many needs. So I'm here as your woman rep, right? And as a legislator, I'm here because I represent each and every one of you.
Umevunja line yangu. train yenyu haisongi, tusonge nayo.
Simplified version for sex workers so that they can be able to know to engage with UHC. Aren't we also women? We have also wrote a CEDAW shadow report to the CEDAW committee, and sex workers went to Geneva to present their issues. We've also done a UPR report, and sex workers also went to Geneva to submit the shadow report on UPR. We have the criminal procedure booklet so that sex workers can understand the legal environment of Kenya and what is criminalizing them and what is not criminalizing them. We also have a review of recent literature on violence against women in Kenya.
The biashara awatu Mark give the award of utumishi. That Wemas is going to receive today is an award of Afya. Rosemary, wewe ni shujaa. Mama Rosa.
Sex workers' rights are human rights. And today, as a movement, we are here to appreciate you and tell you that you are the resilient leader that we need in the movement.
Josephine ametuonyesha yeye anajua kucontribute kwa young sex workers. Umepata zawadi ya ujana.
Anachukua, anaweka, wa. Le général Dangote. Anachukua, anaweka, wa.
Today, I want you to remember the name of that sex worker who lost her life because of HIV, because of violence, because of many things that we face in this environment as sex workers.
Anachukua,
anaweka, wa. Aya!
Kwani naosu, shepu yake mbaya, hivi naosu, mtangaji malaya, wao na wabusu nini wamegusa babaya na wakabu, lazima wachuchume.